Hello everyone! In this video, as you're clearly seeing, this is a picture of the Jamaica train station, which is of course yours truly's home station on the Long Island Railroad network. Today I will be reading for you all a Newsday article written by, of course, Mr. Alfonso Castillo. Normally I would be able to show you the article from my computer, but I'm just afraid that my recording app might not cooperate. I mean, it might work, but then the issue is I gotta wait for Wi-Fi to kick in, and then it just takes a while, and it just takes forever with this phone. But with my recording app, definitely is in my benefit. So, without further ado, I'm gonna read you all the article that I was able to print up today at work. Thank goodness I was able to print it up, otherwise I wouldn't be able to get you this information. So anyhow, this is about Jamaica. It might be a bad marriage for Brooklyn. So pretty much I'll summarize the beginning part of it, and I edited it with Microsoft Word and the computer at the hospital. But pretty much, Long Island Railroad plans to spend $380 million to begin modernizing the congested Jamaica station. And while that means the number of trains running to and from Brooklyn might increase, transferring on and off those trains could be more of a hassle. So pretty much, this financial project, and once again, there are supposed to be good intentions, there will be new amenities, track infrastructure, and even an added additional platform for riders, but also could complicate the travels of tens of thousands of Brooklyn-bound commuters. Although, the long-discussed Jamaica Capacity Improvement Project, or JCI as it's known, promises several upgrades needed to handle the booming demand at the 106-year-old station. One key aspect of the effort, the construction of a new track and platform on the far south side of the station that will be used for shuttle trains on the Brooklyn line, could spell the end of one-seat rides or easy connections for the railroad's 30,000 daily Atlantic Terminal commuters. Long Island Railroad rider Michael Godino of Malvern said, "It would just ruin our whole commute." He recalled breaking the news of the railroad's plans to fellow commuters on a Brooklyn-bound train recently. People were saying, "No way are they going to do this. They won't do this. They can't do it." And of course he said, "They're doing it. Look, they're building it right now." And of course, he told Alfonso that he pointed the window to the tracks. The progress made so far on the project is visible to the 280,000 Long Island Railroad customers who travel each day through Jamaica. So, it seems tomorrow when I'm at Jamaica, I'm going to have to, come to think of it, I've already noticed construction. I'll be honest, folks. I think I noticed construction way back in January. So, I'm not imagining things when a person from Malvern, like Michael Godino, says it's already happening. So I'll take his word from that West Hempstead branch writer. But anyhow, back to the next page. This is, of course, the railroad's second busiest station. It is true, it is busy. Yours truly goes there all the time. You can thank me, Long Island Railroad long-time riders, for me being a part of that demand for the railroad service. But anyhow, the concrete for the new platform, known as Platform F, already has been poured. Steel structures have been erected for a canopy and for pedestrian bridges linking to the new platform to the rest of the station. A new retaining wall was constructed and new utilities have been installed. This project is expected to be completed in late 2021. The new platform will also feature a glass-enclosed waiting area, Wi-Fi access, and charging stations, project officials said. The work on the new platform is costing the railroad about $302 million, while another $78 million is being spent to design future improvements. the project was largely funded in the MTA's 2010-2014 capital program. So if you think about this, folks, this dates back to about 5 to 10 years almost. So that's something right there. Alright, Long Island Railroad years ago proposed replacing its current Brooklyn train service with a shuttle train and a dedicated platform at Jamaica. They said it would help simplify train flow at the congested transit hub, through which 640 trains on all but one of the Long Island Railroad's 11 branches passes through each day. It would also open up needed capacity as the railroad looks to expand its service as part of East Side Access, which aims to link the Long Island Railroad to Grand Central Terminal by 2022. This is an interesting paragraph on page 3 I'm reading. Railroad officials also have said the change would result in a net increase of Brooklyn trains as the shuttles would run about every 7 minutes during the rush hours. But Brooklyn commuters and customer advocates along have raised concerns over the plan, which could add several minutes to some commutes, as passengers would have to get off the trains, navigate up and over some of or all of Jamaica's 8 tracks, and then come back down to wait for the next shuttle train. So, this is interesting. So now when you think about this, and when I read this article, this is insanity. You mean to tell me there's going to be an extra platform and or track? I mean, this is the part that confuses me. This is what really confuses me. Christopher Brown of Kew Gardens said, that prospect is especially daunting for LIRR riders with mobility issues. It makes no sense to him. He was interviewed back on Thursday, March 21st. He estimated the change would add at least 5 or 6 minutes to its ride. It's not something that would make the trip more comfortable. Now, if you are not aware of downtown Brooklyn's rapid growth, you can thank the growing development in the downtown Brooklyn area, most recently with Whole Foods Market, recently opened by Flatbush Avenue, and the opening of the Barclays Center back in 2013. Well, that's kind of wrong. I thought Barclays Center opened in 2012, but that might be wrong. I'm not too sure. Brooklyn Hub also is a popular option for commuters working in Lower Manhattan, which is a short subway ride away. And also, don't forget, folks, we have the Atlantic ticket. Although the railroad years ago proposed the Brooklyn Shuttle Plan, Long Island Railroad President Philip Bing, responding to complaints from commuter advocates shortly joining the agency back in April of last year, directed his staff to reconsider the plan and look at ways to preserve at least some direct train routes between Brooklyn and some stations on Long Island. By the way, Philip Bing, I know there's a joint committee meeting next month, but if you're listening, next month, congratulations on your 1-year anniversary on becoming the Long Island Railroad president. Well deserved. But anyhow, next page says, and this is a Philip Bing quote, "We're trying to manage the different varying needs of our customer base. There are some that would love to see just more improved and frequent service between Brooklyn and Jamaica. But then, there's others that we know enjoy and value that single-seat ride coming from further east." So, of course, this was said at the customer conversation meeting back on Thursday, March 21st. We're looking at it, and we're trying to see how we can manage both because we do understand the importance of it. I'm just trying to get the important parts here. Yeah, too much complicated stuff, but I'll simplify it because there's a page that it says the details. So once again, I will clarify with this plan. Phase 1 cost about $380 million. Estimated completion once again within the next 3 years. That's by 2021. That's something that should be on the capital finance book or something. I wouldn't know, but Somebody can clarify with me with that. That would be fantastic. But anyhow, once again, I will clarify phase 1. News track. So again, this will be a new track. So there'll be now 9 tracks at Jamaica. Wow. Okay, I am surprised. 9 tracks at Jamaica. That is just insanity, man. Anyhow, new platform on the south side of Jamaica serving Brooklyn trains. From what I'm assuming, it'll be at the far end. Because track 1 is closer to where Archer Avenue is. We're in a glass enclosed heating waiting area at the new platform with Wi-Fi and charging stations. So, at least we're going to be getting charging. That's pretty good. Because Jamaica doesn't even have Wi-Fi anyway. Unless you go to... I think the air train has Wi-Fi, but I'm not too sure. Anyhow, this has not been finalized, but I would like to see how they can get $1 million for this. So, work will begin around 2022 and will last several years. This will include new high-speed switches that will allow trains to operate at 30 miles per hour through Jamaica, twice as fast as the current 15 miles. Reduction in the total number of switches that can result in the streamlining of routes. Extension of platforms to accommodate longer trains. And the addition of 2 new track routes east of Jamaica. Replacement of track signal and power systems. Once again, thanks to Alfonso Castillos for writing this. It's his article. So if you want to check newsday.com, you can check that out. But all I'm going to say is I wonder how this is going to work out. Yeah, it might get complicated. I don't know how this is going to work. I mean, for me, I don't think it'll be impactful that much because remember, even if I go to Brooklyn, I leave direct from Jamaica anyway. I don't have to transfer. The only transferring I have to do is just go downstairs, get to Southern Boulevard, make a left on Archer Avenue, and get to my bus. So, for me, this doesn't impact me. But for other people who come to and from Brooklyn and who have to transfer to other branches in Long Island, it's going to be a burden for them. It's going to be a tough burden for them. I really do feel bad. And I'll just say, pack patience and deal with it. You know, because I've seen the construction recently. If you go back to the Jamaica Summit, I think I clearly showed you all that they clearly are building another track. Now that I do recall filming at Jamaica back in January. So if you want to see that, just look up the Jamaica Summit. Because that's the proof right there that they were already starting. And again, I'm going to thank Michael Godino for pointing that out. Because, you know, Michael finally just got my memory jog back in. So, Mike, thanks for giving that tip to Alfonso. Because, you know, that's important for me and every other rider who goes to Jamaica. And especially, again, it's my home station anyway. So, yeah, I just figured I wanted to read you that article in a separate video. Because, you know, the Elisa Pika thing along with the Queens Village fail was important today. So, glad that we discussed what needed to be discussed today. And especially how, again, this affects my home station on the Long Island Railroad network. And especially, again, the railroad's finally realizing the importance of the Atlantic ticket program, it seems. So once again, to the LIRR, if you're trying to invest for the infrastructure of Jamaica to be better, just keep the Atlantic ticket program. That's all I'm asking. So that being all said, that's going to wrap up this video. Thank you all for watching. Until the next one, please take care.